الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He makes us those who hear and follow in the best possible manner. Bab حق الجار والوصية به, the chapter of the rights of the neighbor and the encouragement to fulfill them. And we are looking at the hadith now on the authority of Abu Hurairah. This is a hadith which is agreed upon. The Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, Ya nisa muslimat, O believing women, لا تحقرن جارة لجارتها ولو فرس شات. Do not overlook or belittle a gift that has been given from a neighbor to a neighbor, even if it is the foot of a sheep, meaning something which is not valuable from the animal at all. Do not overlook or belittle that token of neighborhood. And this now, the Shaykh is saying here, is teaching us the importance also of being good to the neighbor, and similar to what we said yesterday, in that if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you some rizq, then you should be sharing it not only with your family but also with your neighbors. And as we have already established also with the benefit from the Shaykh, is that sadaqah comes from sidq that exists inside the heart of a person. Sadaqah is called sadaqah because of a truthfulness that a person has within himself in order to give that thing to another person. It may be that he actually wants that thing and loves that thing, but he gives it in charity because this is a sidq that comes from himself. If a person is going to give a gift to the neighbor, and this is one of the best forms of sadaqah that a person can give, as we see in this hadith, which is agreed upon Bukhari and Muslim. Then we have the hadith again of Abu Hurairah as well. This is also in Bukhari and Muslim. Now this is a little bit different. The Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, لا يمنع جار جاره أن يغرز خشبة في جداره. Meaning, a neighbor should not disallow his neighbor to put wood on the fence or on the wall that is in between them. Abu Hurairah, who narrated this hadith, he later then became the mayor of Al-Madinah during the Umayyad period. And he found people becoming very strict with their neighbors. This is my wall, this is my property, etc. So then Abu Hurairah, after he narrates this hadith, this is in Bukhari and Muslim, he says, مَا لِي أَرَاكُمْ أَنْهَا مُعْرِدِينَ. Why do I see you rejecting this hadith from the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam? If you do not stop, then I will make it as a law that you allow for your neighbor to put some kind of wood or any kind of thing which he wants to benefit from his side of the wall on the wall that is a partition between yourselves. Shaykh Muhammad gives us another incident that happened with a companion, Muhammad ibn Maslama radiyallahu anhu. Muhammad ibn Maslama was one of the soldiers of the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Many places in the seerah you will find him being at the forefront of defending the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and being with him, etc. During the period of Umar radiallahu anhu's Khalifa, his neighbor wanted to allow water to pass through to his house, but he would have to go through Muhammad ibn Maslama's house. So Muhammad ibn Maslama said, no, I do not permit for this. So the neighbor said, I'm going to benefit and you're going to benefit. This water that's going to come through is going to benefit us all. He said, no, I don't want this. Companion, radiallahu anhu. So the neighbor took it to Umar radiallahu anhu, who is obviously the Khalifa at that time. And then he brought Muhammad ibn Maslama. And this is in Muwatta of Malik, and Shaykh Muhammad is mentioning this incident. So then he asked Muhammad ibn Maslama, why are you preventing your neighbor from benefiting from something that can benefit you both? He said, I don't want it. He goes, have you got a reason? He goes, I've got no reason, I just don't want it. Then Umar radiallahu anhu commanded that Muhammad ibn Maslama allow for his neighbor to allow the water to come through because there's going to be a benefit for them both. And this is what we learn from this hadith from Abu Hurairah as well, radiallahu anhu. The Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that if you've got a wall between you both, and one neighbor wants to put some kind of wood or any kind of, here it says khashab, anything that is going to benefit both of you, it's going to reinforce the wall, it's going to benefit him, then you are not allowed to prevent that. However, if he wants to take part of your land, or it's going to be an obstruction for you, there's going to be some kind of harm, then this is something which is different. But here, the Shaykh Muhammad Uthaymeen rahimahullah is saying here, what we learn from this is that if you are living with your neighbour and there is a way that you can benefit both, then this is what is encouraged in this narration. With this we learn the encouragement to be good to your neighbour, in the fact that you should share gifts, that you shouldn't belittle one another. And from the rights of your neighbour is that if there is something that is going to benefit both of you, or even just him, but it's not going to harm you, then you should live with each other in the best possible manner. Inshallah, in the next chapter, Bab Birrul Walidain wa Silatul Arham, being dutiful to your parents and securing the ties of relatives. Inshallah, we'll be looking at that from tomorrow. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He grants us tawfiq. Wallahu a'lam wa sallallahu ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in.